All right. Good morning, everybody. Early morning crypto talk. We begin our day with crypto education. The point is to learn something new. See, who do we have on? We've got Bill Childers, Lashana, Bethany, Ron, Terry, Renee, Quentin Bale from the UK. What's going on, Quentin? Liam, Asmaret from the UK. Patrick Jones. Lisa! Haven't had a chat with you in a long time, Lisa. I think we're still lunch together. Brad Gibson. Good morning. It is Thursday. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. Has been a great week for us this week. A lot of good news and exciting times for the future. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be dispensing financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to go in. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space. Rule number 1, education is the key. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Many people make that mistake because they're trying to hit it big like it's the lottery and not accepting the fact that sometimes you're going to lose. That is one thing I can guarantee. I don't know how much, I don't know when or where, but somewhere along the line you will lose. Always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And finally, where do you see yourself 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What vehicle have you chosen to make those dreams come true? Take action and stay focused. Do not get distracted. There's so many things in this space that can distract you. Just remember you have limited funds to work with. Now, this does not guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And I speak from personal experience since I still am self-employed. I haven't had a job in I don't know how long. I might kind of know a little bit of what I'm talking about here. All right, so let's go ahead and cover a couple of things in the crypto world. Let's see here. Susquehanna's, is I saying that right? Susquehanna's crypto chief touts Bitcoin as the best cryptocurrency investment. All right, let's post this here. Susquehanna. All right, the existing use cases of Bitcoin give it an edge over other cryptocurrencies. Yeah, the fact that it's the oldest and the first. The head of digital assets at Pennsylvania-based trading firm Susquehanna International Group, Bart Smith, told CNBC's Fast Money on Tuesday. According to Smith, with these established functions of Bitcoin, which are already applicable today, the flagship cryptocurrency represents the best opportunities for investors in the space. Smith went on to cite use cases such as cross-border transfers, especially for immigrant workers. They use Western Union, traditional banks. It is slow and it is expensive. And there are people that can stop you from sending that money, whether that's good or bad. With Bitcoin, I can send money. It's fast, it's cheap, and frankly, no one can stop me. All right, I'm going to give you a personal example. A couple of weeks ago, a business partner of mine overseas was in a situation. Bank accounts got locked up some kind of way, and we needed to get the funds ASAP. The only way he could do it at the time was I had to send the money from the United States. First, I had to create a new account at a bank. That was a process. There's a whole story behind that one. So I don't go inside banks. I hate doing that. But I had to actually go inside the bank, and I was reminded why. Don't do that. But anyways, I had to create the account. They had to put the money in my account. And we were first going to do a bank-to-bank wire or account-to-account wire transfer, right? Internally. Problem was, it was a Thursday, and by the time that internal wire transfer would take place, it wouldn't hit his account until Tuesday of the next week. And we needed that money to be there by at least Monday at the latest. Or like, if it's the same freaking bank, why does it take 3 business days, because now we got to go into the weekend, before it's going to hit the account? It's the same bank. Oh, well, it's got to go through the process and blah, blah, blah. And it's international. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to do Western Union then. Problem with using Western Union? They have a limit on how much you can send per day. And that limit was $2,999. And I'm sending more than that. So it was going to have to be a 2-day thing. I had to send $2,999 on one day and then the rest the next day. So I go down to Western Union, jump through all these hoops, right? Because it's international, to get it done. They wanted to make sure, they said the whole know your customer thing. They wanted to know who I was. I thought they was going to ask for my blood next. Then the next day when I go down to do it again, then they say, oh, we need 2 forms of identification. All right, here's my driver's license, and here's my bank card that has my picture ID on it. Oh, that's not enough. We need your passport. So what the hell you need my passport? I'm not traveling anywhere. Well, it's international, and we know this is you in the system, but we want to make sure that there's no like money laundering or stuff. We got to know everything. So we need your passport. So I had to go home, get my passport. What if I didn't have a passport? Most Americans don't travel outside of the country. Luckily I do. So I went home, got my passport, come back. She puts it in the system. Then she says, well, this isn't working. I said, why not? She said, because you're sending too much money. And the fees, they were charging me like over almost $400 in fees. $400. So then she says, oh, well, we're going to need your social security number as well. What the hell? And then just to send the money. Now, if it was crypto that we were doing, which because of the time frame we weren't able to do, that would have been able to happen instantaneous. I wouldn't have to go through all those freaking hoops. Wouldn't have to use Western Union and pay $400 in fees. And it would have been instant. That's the power of the crypto world. And that's what he's saying right here. Especially for immigrants or migrants, or you need to send money around. There's no limit. I could send 50 grand in crypto if I wanted to. All right. Says, per Smith, the technological advancements that are being made in the blockchain and cryptocurrency fields are going to take some time before they are fully realized. That's true. However, with Bitcoin, it is already the currency of the internet, besides possessing other functions. That being the case, Smith does not foresee a situation where BTC would lose its leading position to other cryptocurrencies. I disagree with that. And I say this over and over again. Bitcoin's use is not going to be for day-to-day payments. Bitcoin's use is going to be as a store of value. It is going to be the internet gold. It's going to be the one thing people want to use to store their wealth in, not go buy a cup of coffee with. It's going to be one of the other altcoins, probably Bitcoin Cash. That's going to be for that everyday, day-to-day use. Just like fiat currency uses gold whenever the stock market's acting crazy and people want to hide their money. They put it in gold or precious metals or real estate. Same thing with the digital currency. You need to have a place. You know, Tether is being used for that. I read an article yesterday about a company called Stasis in Europe that is now creating a euros. It's called euros, EURS, to work like Tether. It's going to be 1-to-1 to the euro. So they're get that set up. Then you're going to have Bitcoin. If you know Bitcoin is going to go to $100,000 per coin, who in the hell is selling their Bitcoin right now? So I disagree with that statement, but he's correct in that it's going to be at least one of these crypto coins. But he says it is the currency of the internet. I will say it is the digital gold. It's a cross-border money transfer which people use. And if those are the two use cases today, it's hard to imagine Bitcoin losing those two use cases versus the field, Smith said. Smith also acknowledged that Bitcoin's $6,800 resistance level as well as its $5,800 support level. Do you guys understand that statement right there? If you want to be in the crypto space and you want to be an investor, you need to understand what that means. I'm going to read the sentence again and let me know in the chat if you don't understand what that means. I'll spend 2 minutes to break it down. So right now, Bitcoin's resistance level is 6,800 and its support level is 5,800. If you don't understand what that means, let me know. The Susquehanna executive noted that the lows that BTC bounced off recently were the same ones that were touched in April and February this year. Additionally, these were the same levels that the asset was trading at last year in late October when Bitcoin futures were announced. Per Smith, the excitement that followed after the announcement of Bitcoin futures has subsided, and the cryptocurrency as well as other tokens are now at the level where they were prior to Bitcoin becoming a regulated financial instrument. Oh wow, this is interesting. Someone sent me a private message saying, can I explain it? That's the whole point of what cryptogenics is about. You've got people out there that are curious about cryptocurrency, but they don't know who to ask. And a little bit, they might feel a little embarrassed or intimidated to ask these questions. And it's okay. This is brand new. Oh, Innocent says, please explain. Elaborate. Okay. When you hear anybody say Bitcoin's resistance level, on the coin market cap, on the exchanges, that is where you have your sell wall, meaning where people that are looking for profits, they have already put in sell orders at that price. And it can be a huge wall, which means the moment Bitcoin price starts to rise and hit that wall, it's hard to get over that hump. If it gets over that wall, then it can skyrocket all the way up another $1,500, $2,000. But that's the sell wall. The support wall means that is where you have a huge amount of pre-orders placed to buy at 5,800. That is where the market is saying, we believe the bottom is. We believe where, it's not going to go any lower than this, because at this point, we're willing to buy as much crypto as possible. So if the price starts to come down and it hits that 5,800 mark, you have huge buy orders. So it's not going to go below that. If it does go below that, meaning that more people are selling that are willing to buy at the $5,800 mark, then it can go all the way down to 5,000 before you hit the new support level, where new people say, okay, now I'm willing to buy it at this price now. So in other words, Bitcoin is going to bounce around in between 5,800 and 6,800. That's where the big support walls are. I hope that makes sense. If you actually trade, you understand what that means, and you know how to game. I don't think game the system, but make a profit, microtransactions. But it's extremely important you to understand the difference. When people say, when is Bitcoin going to go back up? How can it go back up? Well, look at the sell wall, look at the resistance wall, and then look at how much volume is actually in the market at that time. If there's not enough volume to surpass the sell wall, then it's not going to get above $6,800. There's no support there. But if it is, all of a sudden, and this is why you also look at the entire coin market cap. Right now, if I go to, let me go to coin market cap right now, the crypto cap. Did that make sense, Albert? So the entire cap right now is $245 billion. Bitcoin is at 43% dominance. I will see, for Bitcoin to get above 8,000, You're going to need to see the coin market cap be above 300 billion. 300 billion. I'll use another example. Those of you who bought Electronium during the ICO and you failed to make sell when I was saying sell back in the day, and it's only worth 1 penny right now, and you're holding it, you want, well, if it gets above 10 cents, I'll sell. For it to get above 10 cents, two things have to happen. Either some groundbreaking news out of the Electronium camp that makes worldwide news needs to happen to get excitement back again, or the crypto market cap needs to get above $700 billion. Because when that happens, all of the coins rise by default. So by default, it can get above 10 cents if the entire coin market cap goes above 700 billion. Why do I know this number? Because you got to look at when I sold, when it was at 17 cents, the entire crypto market cap was at about a little over $800 billion. So by knowing these numbers is able to help you when you decide what coin do I want to invest in, when do I want to invest, how long do I want to hold the coin for, do I want to trade it for another coin? Like I was talking to my partner Jairus yesterday, and we were talking about, when you're in a certain position, your conversations are different. Like mine and his conversations a year ago, completely different than it is today, because we're making money. So our conversation was this: where are we going to move our money around to make more money? So, and that's all you end up doing. You're just moving money around. So we're like, if you've got money sitting in your altcoins or sitting in Bitcoin, and you're looking at the market cap, and probably got another 2 or 3 months before the market is going to rise. For those of you that's trying to make money off of holding your coins, you're just waiting for the value of the coin to rise. Well, it might make more sense to take that money and put it somewhere that's going to make you more money. Flip it, then put it back into your crypto coins, and now you've got another profit to play with. So I'll give you an example of one move I made. I'm not saying this is what you need to do, but this is a move I did, and I'm going to tell you why. My projections, and this is a risk. Nothing's guaranteed. Let's say, for example, I had about $4,000 in a couple of altcoins, right? That's been sitting there for maybe 6 or 7 months. I haven't touched. But when I bought them, the value of them actually went down. They haven't gone up. But I'm playing the long game here. I'm not looking for, it needs to go up next week, because I know eventually it will. So I said, you know what? If I take $3,750 out of these couple of altcoins I got, use that to purchase a GreenX mining machine for $3,750. And if I expect that mining machine might get me over 1 million coins, and those 1 million coins hit the coin market, the exchange, at least 1 penny, that's $10,000 right there. So if I take that $10,000, take the $3,750 out that I took out from my altcoins, put it back in my altcoins, now I've got a $7,000 or $6,000 profit that I can use to invest in something else, and I didn't lose anything because I put money back from my altcoins that I took it from. Now I'm letting my money work for me. Now I take that $6,000. I buy 2 more mining machines. Now I've got 3 mining machines working for me. Yeah, you guys get the picture here? Instead of just letting it sit in my altcoins that's not making me any money right now, but the risk I'm taking is I don't know when the market may turn around. So I am betting that I'm going to make more money off of my mining rigs investment than I would off of holding my altcoins on the short term. And then I'll take the money I'm making from my mining rigs and use that to invest in more altcoins to hold for the long term. I just gave you guys $1 million tip for free. This is the kind of stuff that's in our private training. Again, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I only stated a move that I did. You know, and that move probably will make me 60K short term. And then instead of putting the 3,000 back, I'll probably double it and buy more altcoins and more mining machines. Let your money work for you. All right, let's get back to the article because I went off tangent there. So I mean, some of you guys learned something off of that one. All right, that's enough of that article. Let's see here. What else we got? Crypto exchange Binance is backing the world's first decentralized bank in Malta. I just read about Malta the other day. Malta's trying to be like the Cayman Islands of the fiat world. Malta wants to be that in the crypto world. Crypto-friendly bank. The hype surrounding the little island of Malta. Oh, so now I'm going to have an excuse to go to Malta. Open up a crypto bank account over there. The hype surrounding the little island of Malta, where the crypto space is concerned, continues to take new turns, with the announcement of a token-based bank now on the horizon. One of the main stumbling blocks for the so-called blockchain island has been the difficulties encountered by blockchain and crypto companies to gain access to bank accounts. That, however, is about to change. The aptly titled Founders Bank will now be providing what it terms as progressive fintech solutions to the world of innovation and blockchain. Oh, I just gave myself an idea. We'll get $500,000 in crypto. I'm going to Malta and opening up an account. The project is a collaboration between the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by turnover, Binance, and the blockchain-based equity fundraising platform, NeoFund. Founders Bank claims that it will become the first stable and high-tech banking solution not only focused on the founders, but also owned by them, bridging the gap between the traditional financial world and innovative crypto companies. Now, I don't know about them being the first, because you guys that have been listening to me, I've talked about Michael Novogratz, who's creating also one of the world's first crypto banks out of Canada. So who will be the first? But I think this was trying to be decentralized. I don't understand what that means as far as a bank's concerned. How can you have a decentralized bank? Who's controlling it? By definition, somebody's controlling it. So in exclusive comments to CCN, Junior Minister for Digital Innovation and Financial Services Silvio Schembri said that this was indeed a hugely development for Malta. This is another block to our ever-growing blockchain island ecosystem. Next week, we will announce other complementary projects that will continue to close the circuit for the system to function, the culmination of which will be exhibited during the government-backed Delta Summit to be held between the 3 to 5 in October 3rd and 5th in Malta. I just got a big idea. Imagine sometime in 2019 or 2020, we have a leadership retreat with the top money earners, and we do it in Malta. And while we're down there, we can open up our own bank account, crypto bank accounts and stuff. And then vacation at the same time. Huh. Giving myself some ideas here. It says, the equity token offering to be conducted on NeoFund under German regulation in collaboration with one of Europe's major stock exchanges later this year will allow all market participants to become co-owners of Founders Bank. This is pioneering as it will allow clients to decide on the development of the solutions they are using with blockchain-style governance model based on smart contracts. In comments to the media, Changpeng Zhao, founder and CEO of Binance, explained that Founders Bank would be the first decentralized and community-owned bank in the world. Community-owned bank. That got my attention. We are not only excited to be one of the first investors of this inclusive community for this pioneering initiative, but also look forward to exploring the full range of its banking services. We continue to be delighted by the vibrant blockchain opportunities in Malta and look forward to launching more partnerships in the region, he said. The bank will focus on providing a service to tech and business companies and will supposedly be offering top-notch banking solutions, whatever that means. Users will be able to access their bank accounts from mobile and desktop applications and use them with credit cards issued by Founders Bank. The system is similar to Revolut, another online bank offering crypto services. The company is currently awaiting its banking license from the Maltese financial authorities and should launch in early 2019 through an equity token offering. Hint, hint. You guys hear that? An equity token offering? I see money to be made. Later this year in 2018. The chairman and co-founder of the bank is Dr. Michael Bianchi, a well-known businessman and investor who is also the director on several company boards, including that of the Malta International Airport. The announcement comes barely a week after the Maltese Parliament approved 3 blockchain and crypto bills, unanimously setting the stage for a fertile environment in the cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem. A few days ago, Palladium, a blockchain company based in Malta, also launched the world's first ICCO. What in the world is an ICCO? I have never heard that term before. See, guys, this is why it is important that you stay plugged in and learning about crypto. I do these talks twice a day. I spend at least 3 hours a day studying crypto. And this is the first I'm ever hearing of this. ICCO? I guess there's a link to an article here because I'm just curious. What is an ICCO? Oh, this doesn't tell me. So I'm going to have to look that one up. Is it a version of an ICO? Who knows? All right, anyways, enough of that article. Google co-founder Sergey Brin is mining Ethereum with his son. You know, success leaves clues, right? When you see wealthy people doing something, you might want to pay attention. Not to what they say. I learned this one. I don't listen to what wealthy people say. I follow what they do, because what I've learned is what they say and what they actually do is 2 complete different things. They're calculated. They say these things for a reason. They purposely mislead so that they can have an advantage. So I don't listen to what they say. What are they doing? So Sergey Brin, the co-founder of tech giant Google and one of the richest people in the world, said on July 8th that he is mining Ethereum's token Ether. Why? Why is he choosing Ether? What does he know that we don't know yet? Brin, who is also the president of Alphabet, Google's parent company, made the revelation at the blockchain summit held, of course, at Sir Richard Branson's Necker Island. It's that time again. I reported on this last year. Every year, Sir Richard Branson has a private, is not open to the public, blockchain summit. He's been doing this for years on his private island, where you got Silicon Valley people, some of the world's richest people and investors are all huddled up on his private island, you know, talking about what's going to happen in the world and what they're going to invest in and stuff. So you got one of the world's richest men, Sergey Brin, is with Sir Richard Branson on his private island talking about blockchain. Brin said he is doing the mining with his son, which is somewhat interesting given the fact that his son is only 10 years old. Hey, my son's 10 years old. This information reached the wider public with the help of Forbes' Michael Del Castillo, who was reporting on the summit. So there's an insider in there that leaked it out. As a panelist at the summit, Brin touched upon Zcash's zero-knowledge proofs. What is that? Which have been part of Ethereum's operations, calling them really mind-boggling. Zero-knowledge proofs are based on an algorithm that takes some data as input and returns either true or false, concealing all other information. All right, this is nerd talk. This is why I don't understand this stuff. But we're going to cover it. In the words of MIT researchers who first proposed the notion of zero knowledge in 1985, a zero knowledge protocol is a method by which one party, the prover, can prove to another party, the verifier, that something is true without revealing any information apart from the fact that this specific statement is true. Okay. How you doing that? According to EU MEP Eva Kaili, who also attended the summit, Brin said he could see the future in these mind-blowing technologies. You guys see that? Adjectives. This guy is a co-founder of Google. And he sees this technology as mind-blowing. Brin had already expressed his interest in Ethereum in the 2017 annual Alphabet Founders Letter. In the letter, he acknowledges the importance of artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency mining in the advancement of the technological age. Saying the circumstances over the past 10 years and various new developments in the digital world. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make this into a quote. All right, I gotta prepare you for this. Understand, one of the world's richest men, co-founder of Google. This is what he's saying. This dude could be sitting on a beach that he bought and just spend his money all day long. But listen to what he's saying here. In the letter, he acknowledged the importance of artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency mining and the advancement of the technological age. So he's calling this the technological age for one. Saying the circumstances over the past 10 years. So this is brand new. If you have no idea what's going on, it's okay. This is new information that just came up over the past 10 years. And various new developments in the digital world have resulted. So what is the result? In a situation he likened to a technological renaissance. Let that sink in for a moment. When you go through school and we learn about history, we learn about the mid ages, right? We learn about the Renaissance, the Enlightenment. During that era, they didn't call themselves the Renaissance or the Enlightenment. History looks back on that age and refers to it as the Renaissance. But look at what these guys are saying today. We are in the beginning of a technological renaissance. The world as we know it is changing. Are you involved? Are you engaged? Are you taking advantage of this? Or are you just a living spectator that's living through this? That your grandchildren are going to go back on and read about this stuff and say, wow, I wonder if Nana and Papa got involved during that time. They were, of working age. Did they take advantage of this? It would have changed our family tree if they did. See, this is the stuff I pay attention to. He's calling it a technological renaissance. And I'm going to quote that and post it later. He also says, every month, not every year, not every decade, every month, there are stunning new applications and transformative new techniques. In this sense, we are truly in a technology renaissance, an exciting time where we can see applications across nearly every segment of modern society. What do I always say was one of the things that I discovered in my own research that shook me to my core, that completely changed my career path, that retired me from, or I resigned from the MLM world that I've been in for 20 years, or 19 and a half. A world that walked me off my job and retired me at the age of 36 years old. Why did I leave that? Because I figured out that this technology is the greatest technology to hit humankind in history. It's going to disrupt every single major industry on the world today. It's going to have an impact on human society as agriculture did. I figured it out. And then I read articles like this a year and a half later, and one of the world's richest men just said, and I'm going to read it again, and you tell me, is it in line with what I figured out? He says again, every month there are stunning new applications and transformative new techniques. In this sense, we are truly in a technology renaissance, an exciting time where we can see applications across nearly every segment of modern society. I think he's figured out the same thing I figured out. Despite Brin's overwhelming enthusiasm toward Ethereum's algorithms, his own company has a bit of a different approach to crypto assets. In March 2018, Google announced its plans to ban cryptocurrency advertising due to pressure coming from the FBI. This is only the second time that I've heard mention of the FBI with Google or Facebook banning crypto ads. And it disappeared. 6 months later, I'm seeing it again for the first time, mentioning of the FBI. Moreover, Google has banned cryptocurrency mining browser extensions from its Chrome web store as of April 2018. Google based its decision on the fact that it had discovered that most extensions with mining scripts did not comply with conditions that the user is adequately informed, and that this shall be the extension's single purpose. Google has allowed any other blockchain-related extensions that exclude cryptocurrency mining in its core. All right, again, remember what I say? Don't listen to what people say. Follow what they do. When Facebook announced they were banning all crypto ads, I said they're not doing it because of crime or because they're afraid of scam companies promoting. They're doing it to freeze out the competition because they want to get in on the game. A couple months later, what does Facebook announce? Oh yeah, we've got a blockchain division. We just hired a new chief, and we're looking to figure out how we can implement blockchain technology into Facebook. You've got Sergey Brin, whose company, Google, banned all crypto ads, yet at the same time, he's on a private island with Sir Richard Branson talking about, oh yeah, I'm mining Ethereum. Really? Really? What's really going on behind the scenes? What do they know that we don't know? So what is Ethereum, you may ask? Well, created by Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum is an open source, public, blockchain-based distributed computing platform that runs smart contracts, applications that run exactly as programmed without any possibility of downtime, censorship, fraud, or third-party interference. Ethereum also provides a cryptocurrency token called Ether, which can be transferred between accounts and used to compensate participant nodes for computations performed. The Ethereum wallet is a gateway to decentralized applications on the Ethereum blockchain. It enables users to hold and secure Ether and other crypto assets built on Ethereum, as well as to write, deploy, and use smart contracts. So is it like Bitcoin? No. It's different than Bitcoin. The use feature of it is different. All right. I hope you guys learned something new. I did. I learned a lot this morning, and I'm going to quote Sergey Brin in one of my images. I'm going to make a meme out of it. But no more verification that I know I'm on the right path. Are you on the right path? Are you taking advantage of this? So anyways, that is it for this morning. I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Crypto Talk tonight, followed by a Cryptogenics presentation at 9 p.m. Eastern. I can say this is not a guarantee. There's always risk involved. But what we're doing with these mining machines, we are going to create millionaires in cryptogenics just from the mining. That is what I expect. I may be wrong. But if I'm wrong, I always say, what if I'm 90% wrong? You're still going to get a benefit than what you invested in. I got to watch what I say, because there is no guarantee on anything. You got to, but if you want something, you got to step out and take risks. So yeah, it is risky. But the reward, if it does 20% of what they think it's going to do, man. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you later on tonight. God bless. Bye-bye.
Cryptogenics.